And the topic for today is red flags and the 4 T's. We have our brother Charleston in the house. Thank you for being here, my brother. Red flags and the 4 T's. We're going to talk about that today. Shout out to my brother Tariq, who's come up with this way of dealing with trolling and people attacking us. So the question is, what are the 4 T's, red flags that is, that anti-veterans use to disrupt and undermine VA benefits and by proxy veterans ourselves? Let's talk about it. The first thing they do is tiptoe. And I'm gonna give 2 examples, okay? First, while we're watching this, I'm gonna tell you the example, then we're gonna do an illustration dealing with anti-veterans. Well, when people come in here that troll, let's give an example, just people that came on the channel. The first thing they do is they tiptoe through the tulips, okay? They come in here, the real most dangerous trolls, the most disruptive trolls, they come in, hey guys, with information, support, kindness, telling us their life story, and they make it play out like it's a saga. Oh, I'm here. I'm about to get 100% next week. I got the 100%. Now I'm moving to California. And I sold my piranha. And so they give this story to bait you in, to pull you in. And what's good about y'all just be yourself consistent, right? So they come in, everybody show love to the Marine in here, Simplified. Adela's brothers, hope I pronounced that right. So the first thing they do is they tiptoe. They come into the room and they nice, they're cooperative, and some crash out later because the people that come right in trolling, we just get rid of them, right? So they got to come in and win your confidence. Oh, Lord. How did this get in here? The year that I was born. Is this where you got this from, Brother Charleston? Tiptoeing through the tulips, Tiny Tim. Can you believe this? When I came across this, I said, this is cracking me up. Yes, we're going to talk about Tiny Tim today, too. A.K.A. Tim Sheehy. A.K.A. Fake Purple Heart, Stolen Valor. AKA Combat Timmy. Now, the first way the Senate came, they did the tiptoeing. And I want you to understand what they did. They put out a podcast on the internet, and it was deceptive in nature. So tiptoeing tends to be to get you to let your guard down, right? What did they put in the title? Putting veterans first is the current VA system keeping its promise. So you would assume if they say they're putting veterans first and they're asking the question, is the current system, the current VA disability system keeping its promise? You would think that the promise was to make sure we get the benefits that we've earned, that those that need the most constructive help get it. But some will present themselves as what? As support, when in actuality they're opposition. Let us know how that sound is. You say, yes, Tiny Tim, first on Johnny Carson's show. I remember Tiny Tim, he was cool. He was cool. And so what they did when they did this committee, they brought up what they so-called presented as experts. I told you to watch out for Mr. Expert. Mr. Expert that had the data, right? So the sound is good. Thank you. 8 likes and 8 watching. So they bring up Mr. and Mrs. Expert. Right now they're using mainly males, and we're not trying to pick on white men, but eventually they're going to bring in some females. They're going to bring in some Black American males, especially people, because we tend to be higher population in the military. So it's coming. They're grooming them right now. But we're going to shoot them all down if they're not speaking on our behalf. So they brought to the Senate hearing experts. They wouldn't allow us there. Who's more of an expert on our benefits than we are? Now, but the math wasn't mathing, because once they opened their mouths, you know, the math ain't mathing. Why you got to do a spectacle or show to talk about you? Why you got to give lip service saying you helping us when for the Medal of Honor winners, you gave them $100,000 like it wasn't nothing, without talking about anything, without a committee, without any discussion. You did it without even veterans knowing about it. Come on now. Not even the Democrats said something, right? 1 + 1 = 3. It don't add up. And they have hidden motives. Whenever somebody come in tiptoeing, they have hidden motives. They come in, hey guys, and they might bring some good information. Some trolls are smart and they see the way it's set up that they can't disrupt much, so they just leave and go away. Hidden motives, tiptoeing when they come in. The first T is tiptoeing. They come in and tiptoeing with a whole bunch of lies, but we got to call them lies out. Now we have Brother Jalliver say, good evening, family. Everybody show love to Jalliver and Rose City D. Good evening, H-Town vet. Salute the chat. And salute the chat. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, brother. Happy New Year to all. So fam, let us get into this here. They tiptoe. That's the first thing they do. Next thing, so the 4 T's we're covering. When people are going to troll, the first thing they're going to do, most of them are not going to come in trolling. They're going to tiptoe. Even when it comes to our benefits, we're talking about it. All right. Now, when it comes to the twist, I'm going to always use, when we go over the main title here, the expert troll. First thing he came in, being a knowledgeable individual, came in supportive, giving great ideas. Then he twist. He started questioning what we were saying. He started doing what? Contradicting statements he made earlier. He act like he was on our side. Then he twists. He say, well, is that really the way it is? Brother Charleston had just got here, and that expert troll tried to attack him because Brother Charleston called it out. You hear me? But the expert troll had got in here like he was God, that this was his channel. He really trying to take over the channel, always bringing people in. Always bringing people in. To hey, look, I brought them here, like, because he couldn't draw an audience on his own, so he had to come in here. Then he twist, he twist or pivoted. Everybody talking, and Charles to say, "I'm a sucker for a pretty face female, aren't we all?" Yes, indeed, ain't nothing wrong with it. Then they say, Happy New Year to everybody. Family, now let's get to it. The twist. You know how people be in our life talking a good game, then all of a sudden they let it slip out what they really come here for? Or for, excuse me for my southern accent. So the twist is they try to change the message. Let me ask y'all in the chat, what is our message here at the H-Town Vet channel? What do you think our message is? What do you get out of it? What is the message for you? I would say the message is here to be informative, transparent, troll-free. What's the other ones? Respectful, veteran-centered. What are the main reasons for being here? He said, I was a sucker too. Now, that's the pivot, or the second T is the what? twist. So here comes Senator Tuberville, huh? Call him Coach Tubby. All right, let's talk about Coach Tubby. Coach Tubby talks so quietly, so sweet. You would think he was somebody's grandfather. Couldn't be my grandfather because I'm a black man, but he talks like a grandfather. Now, Tuberville came to that Senate hearing that they presented in one way and said, thank you. You know, with the passage and fast track information of the PACT Act, it has put a strain on the disability claim process. How could it put a strain on it? He's creating a straw man, right? Saying that the PACT Act causing problems with VA disability claims. How so when it made it easier? It made people getting their benefits easier. Excuse me? Now, then he goes on to say, now look at this here. Here's the twist. How can we make sure that both work? A lot of money has been put into this, anybody. Yeah, and a lot of money is put into his pocket with all them perks he get. $79 a day for food. When you average that over a month, that's more than a veteran with a 90% rating get in VA disability. Huh? Now, he set it up. And then what happened? He set it up. He said, anybody? He knew who he wanted out of there. Who did he call out there? He called out Danny Boy, Dr. Danny, Lieutenant Colonel Gade, Daniel Gade. And he says, Gade says, Senator, I'd like to, and I apologize because they repeated it twice. I'd like to just briefly point out that there are several things that the PACT Act, several things in the PACT Act that are not only problematic from a sort of overload of the system point of view, but also problematic from a moral point of view. Now, I want y'all to listen to this here because I got to pull something back up. Is that what they say they came here for? That's not what they say they came there for. Remember, what did they come there for? They came there for this. Putting veterans first. Is the current VA disability system keeping its promise? So how will gutting the VA disability system help veterans? Because that's what they say one thing, that was the pivot. So they start off tiptoeing here. Then they come in with the twist, the second T. Come on, fam. Huh? Is H-Town making it make sense? Now, y'all thought I was gonna let him make it? No. So he brings up, so for example, the PACT Act makes hypertension presumptive condition for all Vietnam veterans who are exposed to Agent Orange. What is not mentioned is that the PACT Act or any other discussion around that is that when your norm for age, sex, and race, whenever they mention age, sex, or race, they're talking against the groups that they're mentioning for age, sex, and race. Other than that, they say it's no race. They don't see color, right? Non-veterans of these age groups have the same exact hypertension rates as veterans do in those age groups. But we are a smaller group and we are a unique group. People get out of the military with high blood pressure. Huh? Now let me finish this, and I'm gonna get to y'all chat here. So, this is what he's saying. So, we're compensating for something that is given the impression, but old fat people get hypertension. You see how disrespectful and insensitive this individual is? Shout out to Benny for being in the house. Shout out to Benny. Y'all, everybody showing love. Now listen, trying to get this up. I get to that. Now, Tuberville, so he goes on to say more, but I'm gonna read what Tuberville says. This is why you watch for the twist. The twist after they came up with the title that was kind. The twist is Tuberville says, thank you. He says, thank him for that garbage. He thanked Gage for that garbage. Come on, fam. Huh? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Fam, he thanked them for that garbage. Now, we're going to go over some of the information, then we're going to continue. Brother M.G. Smith say, we care about our fellow veterans and want to help them in their struggles to get what they deserve. I'm sure you're saying. And everybody's saying hi. Jay Oliver's in the house. Family show love. He's saying hi to all the family and H-Town. Good to be here. Glad to have you here. And everybody's speaking to ICAM. Thank you, ICAM. Now listen to Charleston say, thanks, H-Town. Forgot about Colonel Gage said, old veterans also like we were beyond help. Remember who else criticized old veterans? Combat Timmy, aka Tiny Tim. Remember he was, oh, we don't need them leading nothing. Oh, he wasn't just talking about congressmen, he was talking about us. And our sister Betty Bob says, yes, indeed. And we're gonna go over that. I'm gonna pull that back up in a second. How much he's getting. And fam, we thank y'all for being in here, and we're going to continue on here. Everybody speaking, and we appreciate you. Now let's get back to the information. And fam, thank you. See, we tying this in tonight. So what they're trying to do, the pivot is to take us from getting our benefits, whether that's a service connection, all the way up to 100%. The pivot is they want to take us off VA compensation disability. They want to take us off VA compensation disability and push us toward full-time work and cancel our VA benefits. So they went from tiptoeing, talking about they having this hearing to care for us, to show that they're going to to help improve the claims process. How are you improving it? By getting us off of our deserved benefits and compensation. Talk to me. Now listen to what Brother M.G. Smith said. Yes, we enlisted healthy, young, strong, and come out excrement. Hope I said that right. Their words, not mine. And what he's saying, excrement, he's talking about feces, because the Secretary of the VA, Doug Collins, said that military culture starts up here. That's when you're in the military, and all the processes when it come out on the other side, that's veteran culture. So he's saying we the waste, huh? Will come out on the other end. Yeah, that's what your Secretary of VA think about us getting our benefits and us as veterans. He said it when he was talking to Sean Ryan. We went over that in our video. That's exactly, boy, somebody didn't forget that. M.G. Smith didn't forget it. Now, family, so we have a lot of people that so-called advocates for us that pivot also. Ryan Galuski was saying some positive things at the hearing, but he pivoted. He was talking about helping veterans. Then he slipped in bad policy. That's the pivot. See, they rub us good on one side, then kick us in the behind on the other. You watch people like that. Ladies, you done ran into guys like that, talk that sweet talk, but once they got with you, you may not see them again because they the kind that like to hit and run. Huh? Girl, I see you next week, you never see them again. Now, he said that our benefits are perverse incentives. But I asked the question, if it's based on severity level, is it proper compensation? So see the pivot? He talked about proper compensation, then pivoted to perverse incentives. Talking out of both sides of his neck. While he make over 200-something thousand. Yeah, oh Lord. Then the other one, he just went at it. Treat illness, don't compensate. Now we got Nacho Man says, greetings all. Okay. Glad to have you here, Nacho Man. Think I remember you from the past. Everybody show love to Nacho Man. Ain't seen you in a while. It's Lieutenant Gage. So his pivot is they were supposed to be talking about helping us. He talking about cutting all percentages from 0 to 60%. This is what Lieutenant Colonel Gage retired said. And that would knock out a month, 2,681,852 veterans. And all that would be left is 3,311,114 veterans. So they saying, how can they make it better? Seem like they're trying to trim it. Seem like they're trying to knock us out. How are we going to be better with no VA compensation? Let's talk about it. So what that would do, that would have knocked out about, if you listen to what Gabe's saying and what they're getting him to say, that would knock out at least 45% of all disabled veterans that have a rating of what? Beneath a 70% rating, and leave only 50%, 55%. And everybody speaking to our brother Nacho Man. Now, listen to what Jay Oliver said. I went to a VA appointment Friday. While waiting for an Uber, I asked a vet about his service, Navy in 1971. He said he was lucky to have VA healthcare and was munitions loader, okay, but cancer only 30%. That's a shame. That is sad. He say, Nacho Man, that's a long handle. Yes, now Nacho Man say, they want all veterans to get to the factory and work. Yes, and many of veterans are already working. They want you to work without the benefits also. I would say you're right. So they can do something else with that money. Remember, Lieutenant Colonel Gage called our disabilities junk disabilities. So they went there talking about they're going to help improve the system to attacking our benefits. It turned into an ambush. So much so, Mr. Perverse Incentive say you should get rid of Champ VA healthcare. That's a perverse incentive. That's Mr. Ryan Golowski for the Veteran of Foreign Wars. He also say you should get rid of Chapter 35. He gonna try to clean it up. He tried to clean it up, but now we keep you the words. These are benefits you get at the 100% rating for your dependents. That's pretty heartless to me. Then, of course, we know Lieutenant Colonel Gage, the gift that keeps on giving. He said you shouldn't reward illness. That, hey, we don't even need compensation. If you do, start at 70%. And he believed in ranking veterans just like who? Just like who? Just like Tiny Tim. Family, we getting into this thing tonight. And then we have this other individual. And what I think they're trying to do, they're funding these people like they're giving him $100,000 a year right after he started going against us. Dakota Meyer. He was criticizing us. Then they gave him $100,000 a year because they only gave $140 a month for the Medal of Honor, and it went to a year $100,000, right? But right before he got that $100,000, because I believe that's a mercenary move. The way they're going into these countries, I think they want to revamp the military and reward mercenaries. I know that sounds crazy. I think that's why they're calling it the Department of War. Listen, he want to get rid of compensation, Dakota Meyer, even though he's benefiting federal funds. Stop paying people to be broken, he says. System rewards pain. We have to stop confusing sacrifice with suffering. So we just supposed to suffer in silence, according to him. They just gaslighting us, family. They just gaslighting us. Now, Nacho say, turn the VA into Trump hotel and casinos. We will be forced to deal blackjack and monitor slots to include hotel workers. Yes, indeed. Now, family, give me a second here. Look how many we got watching. We got 13 watching, went up to almost 15 or 16. So, family, we thank y'all for being here, for doing your thing, helping us out, helping us move. Give me a chance here, family, to do something right quick, and thank you. Thank you so much. But they're trying to gaslight us, family. They're trying to get us provoked, and they feel like we don't have a voice of our own. They're trying to treat us like we the stepchild of the veteran family. Oh, are you going to let them treat you like that? Or are you just going to let this go unnoticed and undealt with? What are you going to do, fam? Let us know. Let's get into it. Now, so they're gaslighting us because there's already a system in place. So why they're trying to change it, it's codified into law. They have severity assessment. So you can't have Congress tell us whether we should get it or not, because they're only going to give it to people that tell war stories, right? That's biased. And many times they lie about their war stories, the ones that they prop up. It should be based on, our VA compensation should be based on the rating schedule, which is how frequent our symptoms are, symptom duration, how long do our symptoms last for a given disability, and then the impact that disability that those symptoms have on our daily life, and the impact it has on work. So now listen, Charles say, you correct, H-Town. They want to make military service into a vacation, not as hard as a career in Congress. Come on now. I like how you came shots fired. You went at them. Yeah, so they doing this to taunt us, to pick a fight, because they're trying to spar with us. They want to see what our reaction is. Well, my reaction is pulling up their dirt. My reaction when they try to pivot, they start off at like they're trying to help us, and then they pivot into, well, you don't need this, you don't need that. That's when I start coming at them at the end. We're gonna talk about it on the crash out when they tap out. IC says, we as veterans have never had true representation in DC other than the DAV. I've seen the DAV, from what I hear, help a lot of people, and stand up for us. I'm not going to say others haven't. I've heard that what's the name has helped too. American Legion helped me. Oh, look at it. Listen, look when he said, hey, babies. Chaplain, he's back in the house. We hope you've been doing well. God helped you with your health. And I know you may have been busy. Everybody show love to Chaplain Davis, please. MG Smith, I'm so happy. MG Smith say, we need to shame them for all their insensitivity toward veterans, for stereotyping us. And you know what? That is true. Now listen, he say, Chaplain Davis says, stop in to see if y'all got y'all mind right for 26. Yes, mine is right. Is your mind right? Let him know if your mind is right. Let Chaplain know. Confess to the our spiritual leader. Chaplain Davis, long time no here. Now listen to what Nacho say. They figure if veterans can watch YouTube all day, then veterans can sit in a cubicle and get undisabled. I like the statement that you made, and I also love the statement that our brother made here. I see. Thank you. I mean, I see. I don't know if you're male or female, but I see. Everybody's showing love to Chaplain Davis, who's a very big part of our channel, who's helped us to grow, help us to be founded. In the midst of the trolls, we had a Chaplain Davis. He was our ram in the bush. Come on now. Now listen, we say, have Nacho Man say, have a new year you deserve all. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Now, they trying to pick a fight with us, but we ready for them. They also trying to silence us at the same time. That's what they're trying to frustrate us. So they trying to act like they there for us while having ulterior motives to harm our benefits. Huh? To cut them out, our benefit. Number 3, the third T, the first T is what? Tiptoeing. They tiptoe in like they our friend. What's the second one? Then they twist. They try to change the message. What's the third one? They start trolling when they get comfortable. Now they didn't put out, they twist and change the message. Now they start trolling. Huh? They start putting out all kind of stuff to disrupt, like we use for an example, like that Mr. Expert troll. He starts trolling. Oh, yeah. I love the VA. We need to pray for the VA. Don't talk bad about my VA. Now, he wasn't talking like that when he first came in, but he had pivoted. And now he just straight out trolling where he's studying making statements that are disruptive. But what we say, restricted area, no trolls beyond this point. Did we get them up out the paint or did we get them up out the paint? We didn't care if they were popular or not. We got them up out the paint. Take that somewhere else. And anybody that's been blocked, know why they blocked. Don't be whining. You know how to go hide. Because that's one thing, some trolls go hide. Like that doggone Secretary of the VA, Doug Collins. He hides until he get hit personally, then he want to holler and speak up against the Washington Post, but he had nothing to say when they were attacking us. Now, Jay Oliver says, same day at the hospital, I met a beautiful elderly Army veteran, maybe 70 years old, and asked, was she getting the proper VA compensation? She said, it's okay. God got me. Not going to worry about that anymore. Yeah, that's people. I just hate to get like that. You know, I hope you start directing them to our channel, because they get, some people just say, forget it. I don't want to keep my blood pressure up, but we want them to get it. Encourage them as much as you can, okay? So the third T is trolling. After they tiptoe in nicely, then after they come in and do their twist, try to change the message, right? The next thing they try to do to us is what? They just start trolling. And you know we had rules against trolling. How many of you remember this here? Put it in one in the chat if you remember our rules. Ignoring the H-Town vet warning. That's the first rule. Get you into problems or get you timed out of band. Chatting without agreeing to the rules. Number 2. Number 3, name dropping non-chat members. Who remember this here? Number 4, any attempt to hijack, undermine the H-Town Vet channel. Come on now. That's why I always ask them when they say, listen, hey, you hear what I'm saying? Oh, don't do that, okay? Who remember this here? Betty Boss remember this here. Now, if you wasn't here, you may not remember. Charleston say you remember it. MG Smith say they remember it. Jay Oliver say they remember it. Well, the new people that come in, Nacho Man, you may not remember it. You may not even remember it because you may not have been here then. I don't know. I see. Why haven't we done it? Coastal remember. Chaplain remember. Coastal remember. So are you starting to see a trend? The people that were all riders that stayed with the channel had no problem agreeing to the rules. Betty Bops, Charleston, M.G. Smith, and others that are not here, or you may not be able to comment right now, J. Oliver, Coasty, and Chaplin. Huh? They agree to the rules, but guess what? That expert troll wouldn't agree to the rules. Guess what? All these anti-veteran groups are trying to do, or individuals. They want to break our rules. Come on now. Let's get to this here. Benny say he agreed to the rules. And you see, it ain't no problem. We've moved on. Why we don't ask people anymore? Because we got the core audience now. We got people watching y'all, and these are the people that are eventually gonna become our subs. They're gonna be our moderators. We're gonna pick y'all out from time to time. If y'all are, yes, but we had to get everybody in line and understand the message. Yeah, they sitting there at their computer trolling, rah. Huh, they trolling now, they mad because it ain't going their way. They're not getting the attention that they want. Well, why you at my channel, huh? With them bifocals on, you can't see what we talking about anyway. I ain't trying to mess people with glasses. I wear bifocals. Now listen, Charles say, so these rules are H-Town's mission statement. They the rules. The mission statement, they both come in line with each other. The mission is the vision. The rules are what you need to do to keep from being banned. Come on now. But I guess they part of the mission statement too. So the trolls are gonna troll. And then dealing with on these superheroes. That's them, they feel like they like Superman. They got the protection to be able to troll us. Huh? Because they got the Medal of Honor. They got a Bronze Star. They got the Purple Heart. In the case of Danny Boy, he got 2 Purple Hearts and lost his leg. So that means he gets to talk to us any kind of way. How that work out for him? We do not allow people that suffer from super soldier syndrome to represent us. Now, then another thing they do, they come and they start elevating themselves. Remember that expert troll started saying like he was the expert in here. He knew more than me. You notice I never challenged him on this information because he was trying to make me look like I was incompetent. Well, this is what they're doing with these veterans that they got selling out. What are they doing with them? They got them, they're combat veteran. They expert in this. So they trying to divide us veterans. Veteran is a veteran. Honorable service is the most important thing. Let's talk about it. Then they come in with this here. Okay? They come in, they start singling us out. Once they divide us, they gonna say the average veteran is the problem if you don't play the role Congress wants you to play. If you don't play the role of any other veterans that want to define what honorable service is. All right. Now they want the tug of war, the war stories versus honorable service. Give me a second, fam. So family, see what they want to do is this here. They're trying to put war stories over honorable service. You say, well, no, you talking about combat veterans, H-Town. No, because everybody that got a war story ain't a combat veteran. Some of them are liars. Did you hear me? Some of them are bald-faced liars, fam. Number 4, the tap out. So now I'm gonna start again with the Mr. Expert Troll, Mr. Expert. When he couldn't get his way and I called him out, he tapped out. Meaning, in other words, he crashed out. Yes, indeed. So number 4, the fourth T is tapping out. They start off with what? The first thing that they do is what? They come in tiptoeing. That's the first T. The second T is they twist. The third T is they start trolling. Once they twist meaning try to change the information or the mission. Number 3, trolling. Number 4, they tap out because they get called out. So they crash out. Now let's continue. So we started cleaning house of the trolls. Oh, they tap out. I quit. Whenever you start doing goofy emojis and smiling and laughing, hold on, I'm gonna keep this on there. They tapped out. Now meaning they crashed out. All of them started talking greasy about us, and then many of them went in hot head. Some tried to come clean it back up, like Lieutenant Colonel Gade and Ryan Goloski. He tried to clean it up. Right now, we're gonna stay on topic, family, as far as what we cover, because y'all may not have been here, but we're gonna cover the information. Then I'm gonna get y'all other statements. So now, anti-veterans, they have fear of us because they can't make us do what they want us to do. Veterans, they accuse us of greed, but the anti-veterans have a whole bunch of jealousy. Let's get into it. Oh, Senator Tuberfield. See, he crashed out, and because we called him out. He quiet right now, but we watching for you. We watching for you, Coach Tubby. Coach Tubby, we watching for you. We have 19 likes and 13 watching. Family, we own this thing. Now, we brought up the fact, since he want to pivot on our benefits, we say, well, he making a what? $79 a day just for food as a senator. $79 for a food stipend. Did you hear what I said? $79. How much our sister say that is? That for 31 days, that's $2,449 a month. Now, I don't mind the senators getting money for no stipend or nothing, but don't hate on us. Don't hate on us. And like you say, he's nothing but a glorified gym teacher. He had a degree in what? Physical education, from what I hear. Now, and that money's tax-free. Okay, our benefits are tax-free, okay. He don't have to provide no receipts for his lunch money. Ain't that something? He can do what he wants. And it's tax deductible. So they're giving him money that he can reduce, that he can also use on his taxes. Money he didn't earn. You hear what I said? It's tax deductible. Now look at who we got here. Another one that crashed out. He came back on SibDib and Veteran Intro channel. He crashed out and just started, kick rocks. He was mad at veterans because when he came before the Senate, he was talking crazy about us. He said, I don't know if I can organize my life around the disability identity. But he organized his business around being a disabled veteran and receiving grants as a disabled veteran, certified as a service disabled veteran, owned small business. And he made millions of dollars, tens of millions. Come on now. And that's the money over the table. Who know what else? So they crashing out because we calling them out. That's what we do here at H-Town. We called out the ones talking about the Medal of Honor winners, Dakota Meyer. You're a hypocrite. You say we shouldn't get our benefits you shouldn't glorify suffering, but they glorifying you being a Medal of Honor winner. And I got no problem with Medal of Honor winners, but don't be hating on the regular veterans. Now, you did it, H-Town, digging the dirt. Did I do that? Did I do that? Yeah, you don't play with us. Oh no. I thought we talked enough about Tiny Tim. Combat Timmy. We can't drag him no more than we drug him, huh? Because he is a Purple Heart recipient, Bronze Star recipient, and Special Forces. Okay? But then he talking greasy about us. I am sick of veterans victim culture. He said you don't need to get free S. He talk horrible. A veteran don't need. He said, yeah, I see everybody with a blanket everywhere. I mean, talking about homeless veterans. Isn't that horrible? Then this is sitting senator now talking about you don't need insoles for your shoes. That's his code word for medical care. But we busted him. He in Montana. He got his Purple Heart 4 months later. They probably didn't check. He went and popped the cap in his arm from his own words. He popped the cap in his arm and to try to get that Purple Heart. After they probably didn't examine him. And here's his statement. He is a habitual liar. Tells too many war stories. There you go, Tiny Tim. We got the information to prove it right here. And years later, 9 years later, he was still lying about this. Did you hear what I said? 9 years later, he's still lying after he got caught by the park ranger for discharging a weapon. And the hospital called the park and told him, and he said, I got a bullet in my arm. And 9 years later, he's on the political trail telling everybody I got shot in my arm, Purple Heart, got shot in my arm. Well, that happened supposedly in 2012, but he shot himself 3 years later. And boy, did he lie. So we gonna drag him here. That's how we deal with him. The fourth T, crash out. And then the fourth T caused other people to crash out, like Dougie, Pastor Dougie. He crashed out because guess what happens? We don't see him. He ain't, while other people been disrespecting us, he's nowhere around. He has nothing to say. He shows no respect or anything. He say we are the fecal matter of the military process. The head of the military, digestive system comes out, and veteran culture come out the other end, meaning the booty hole. This man is disrespect. Where has he been? Why when we were attacked by these other veterans? Why when we were attacked by the Washington Post and other news publications, he said nothing? He was missing in action. Have anybody seen Dougie? Oh, but look at this here. When they put out the greasiest article on us from the bottom to the right, this Lisa lady, she's one of the main ones writing articles for Washington Post. The first article, how some veterans exploit $193 billion VA programs due to lax control. That's two lies for the price of one. Then coming up on October, that was on October 6th, October 8th, VA disability program is an honor system. These veterans are defrauding it. This is the Washington Post now. Then goes up. Lawmaker watchdog acknowledged failure of veteran disability programs. Now look what he said. Now you would think that when this missing man was silent, he finally came out, Doug Collins, that he would be speaking on our behalf. They attacked him Then he spoke up. The VA plans to abruptly eliminate tens of thousands of healthcare jobs. Oh, then he started speaking up for that. We ain't doing that. Now, where was he when we got all these other articles against us? But when they attacked him as the Secretary of the VA, that's the only time he speak up. That's why I say crashing out also means being silent, but a hit dog holler, don't they? And he ain't standing up for us, but he's standing up for himself and supposed to be a veteran. A lot of these people are. See, what they're trying to do is make veteran a bad word. They're going to rename people. You're going to be, the only good people are going to be Medal of Honor winners, military officers. Those are going to be good words. Special forces, combat veteran. But if you're anything else, they ain't going to have nothing for you. They're trying to make veteran a bad word, and we here are fighting against that. Family, are you going to stand? Are you going to let them disrespect us and push us down? Put yes or no in the chat. Are you going to stand, family? Are you going to stand, yes or no, for our benefits and our status as veterans? Let us know. We're going to let them call us out and isolate us? No. Or we going to let them keep us silent as veterans that are veterans and disabled veterans? We going to stand on this, right? Stand on business. Are we going to do it? Because they're trying to divide us using all these status for what veteran is more important than the other veteran, special forces and all these other people. You going to stand? Come on. When she say prohibit, there you go. And look, we tied all this together, didn't we? Doug Collins on the beach drinking Tom Collins. Oh, I like that. Now, where's he been? He's missing. See what they're trying to do? They're trying to elevate people with achievements over us, rank veterans based on their status. This is the things they use to divide us. Their secret motives, their hypocrisy, and the bait and switch. Listen what M.G. Smith say. We were the core of the military. Yes. We're going to get to our other statements. Let me finish this. Thank you. Because this works better. Uh-oh. Bam. Is H-Town taking it too far? We got a most wanted out. Our brother said, Benny say, we will stand up together and fight. Oh, now they really nervous. Now, our brother say, IC say, all veterans will start to recognize this anyway, those that are awake. And we trying to wake them up. Then brother Chaplain say, y'all riling me up. Now calm down, woosah. They fuss over a little bit of money. Same people get illegals food in and get on all kind of free programs, fake daycares, and all that, but they can't do nothing for us. Real statement. I got to come up on the camera for a minute. Real statement, my brother. Real statement. We stand on that. They giving money to everybody else, and they sending their money over back to their countries and in Somalia. And some of the Somalians are sitting. I ain't trying to single them out because they get into a whole bunch of people, Ukrainians too, and they send it also to Kenya, where Somalians. One Kenya guy showed where they building high rises off our tax dollar. Did you hear me? But they can't give us our just compensation. Come on, fam. A bolo alert out. Bolo alert out. I want to ask y'all, who is the most egregious? Who do we need? Who is the most dangerous on this list? We're going to go over it. The most wanted by the Veteran Community Task Force. That's us. Coach Tubby, the first one. He's deceptive, unassuming, but very, his words, he's slick, he's more of a con man. Watch out for him. Then we got Combat Timmy, all right, in our most wanted list. He's a habitual liar, very arrogant, not too bright when it comes to talking. He talks too much. He puts his foot in his mouth, so watch out for him. Then we got Dakota Rasta, on the Rastafarian side of the game with his dreadlocks, who's out here getting $100,000 deals behind the door for him as a Medal of Honor winner, while sitting there dumping on us. Now, then we got Dr. Danny, aka Lieutenant Colonel Daniel Gay. Dr. Danny, the expert undermining our benefits, while he gets all type of federal funds. Then the Washington Post with all their hit pieces. Then Pastor Dougie, who's supposed to be representing us, but he only speaks up when he's attacked. Family, what is the name of this game? The sellout crew. Watch out for them. They're working behind the scenes. Some operate independently to keep from coming back to the crew. Any bad heat coming back to the crew. What are the counts? We got them on 4 counts. We got them on 4 counts for anti-veteran rhetoric and misrepresentations of us as veterans. All right? Now listen to what our brothers say. Dakota, he's the most shameful. Who's the most shameful to y'all? He said the Medal of Honor winner is the most shameful. Who's the most egregious? Who is the most one that the worst betrayer of us? Let us know. Put their name in the chat. They up on the wanted poster. Now listen, the first count, the whole group, we putting charges on all of them. RICO charges. Listen, the first count is perverse incentives. Many of them are getting paid extra money to criticize and undermine us. Who are those people? Huh? We know one of them is Tiny Tim, Combat Timmy. He got the hookup. His business was doing bad, allegedly. And then when he became a senator, most people become senator they become millionaires or congressmen. Dakota Meyer, we know he said a lot of greedy stuff about us, and then we getting him on perverse incentives because what? He is making $100,000 a year after he dissed us. And we know first count also for Dr. Danny, because he receives government contracts as a disabled veteran. Now, I ain't gonna say about Pastor Dougie. I ain't gonna say he in it for the money. Now, second count, unofficial spokesperson. Who tries to unofficially speak for us? Unofficial spokesperson. I would call that Dakota. He tries to speak for us. Combat Timmy, I don't know if he's speaking for us or just attacking us. Yeah, he tries to speak for us too. All right. Number third count, deceptive practices. That would be Coach Tubby. That would be the liar, the known liar, Senator Combat Timmy. Tim Sheehy. Yes, indeed. All right. And that was also deceptive of Dakota Meyer. And because he didn't say he was speaking against us, and a few months later, they awarded him $100,000 a year. Also deceptive practices, the third count would be Dr. Danny, who gets a tax VA disability while monetizes his VA disability status, getting grants. And also Pastor Dougie, who wouldn't speak up for us, but would speak up for who? Speak up for himself. And the Washington Post for all their lives. Now, which one of them that you think is stolen valor? If you had to pick one, who is the worst? Which one would you pick? I think it's really only one up here that we know for sure that's stolen valor. Who would that be? Stolen valor, number 4 count. Come on, family. They running, they hiding right now. Huh? Now we're gonna go over this here. I'm gonna pull myself up. Now, any information about this group, please contact H-Town Vet. You got any of the dirt on them, just like they come after us, let us know. Now I'm gonna start here at the bottom. Charlton say, Pastor Dougie gave information to Washington Post. Then they did the hit piece on him. So he went for them, and and you remember that's what happened with what's his name? Veteran of Foreign Wars, Ryan Goloski. He went over there to attack the unaccredited claim agents, and they got him. Now, who's the worst? Stolen valor. M.G. Smith say, if Dakota had any respect for his fellow veterans, he would have been above reproach and wouldn't accept that under those conditions, meaning accept a Purple Heart under the scandalous conditions that he did. Shame to you, Combat Timmy. For stolen valor is Timmy. Okay. Come on now, family. Come on, let us know. Are we getting into this here? H-Town took a lot of time to bring up these quality slides. You hear what I said? Now, J. Oliver says, television Tubby is the most dangerous. He has power and no knowledge. Like a 2-year-old with a loaded boom boom in a crowded room. Wow. Now, everybody's talking about it at Washington Post. All of them are bad. Coach Tubby is the highest on my list for Benny. Betty Bob say all of them bad. The whole gang needs to go down. Huh, family? Benny say Coach Tubby is the highest on my list. And then M.G. Smith say Dakota is the most shameful. Now we're going to go back to some of the other statements that were up here earlier. So bear with us. So we thank you. We thank you. Now let me make sure we covered everything first. Then we'll cover some of y'all statements. All right, fam, let's get to it. It's important to be on code, family. That's the solution. Now, family, we did that thing. Did we do it? Did we tie it in? Now, we're going to talk about some of the earlier, because I couldn't go over it at the time. So we're going to start up here with IC said, rules are meant to be followed. Talking about the rules here. And anywhere, someone at the FB group stole my group right from me by a group of unethical women veterans out of Ohio. I had over 70,000 veterans in my group. Okay. Now, Chaplain says, you got people 30 to 40 years old going now trying to apply, and new people look at them like they crazy. The Raiders not wanting to make service connections that far back. Hey, some people never knew to file. If you didn't know to file, how long before you file your first claim in their family? Let us know. I like what Chaplain said. I think I filed my first claim 7 to 9 years later. IC says, I heard all the stories from my veteran brothers. Oh, I forgot. Yes, indeed. From my veteran brothers. There are true and false stories. Yes, there are. Yeah, there are. And he said, Charles said, exactly, Chaplain David, that's me. Now let's see. Now I read them. Let me read this one. I see say, I had a young lady in my taxi, a non-veteran. She must have been no more than 20 years old. She and me, why you are all veterans think you all that good. Oh, she said something like that. Wow. Lady in the taxi could have went to the recruiter any day. Right, right, Chaplain. That's kind of mean, you know. We serving our country and sacrificing. And then Betty says, I see veterans are that good. We went to the recruiter station and was out there saving our country while she stayed her lazy A's in the bed and explained and moaned about how bad the country is. And our brother said, real talk, Betty. Yeah, exactly. Come on now. Now I think I got I want to make sure I don't miss nothing. Our brother Charleston say, shipmate Betty Bobs, don't play. If a guy would bring that point up, taxi young lady would yell sexist. We will stand if I let me make sure. All veterans will start recognizing this anyway instead of okay. I'll make sure trying to catch up on the chat. Now then Chaplain says, y'all riling me up. Yeah, I read that one. Yeah, yes indeed. Now J. Oliver say the only way you are prepared to return home with respect is by escort covered in a flag in a container. Wow. Flown to Dover, Delaware. Boy, this is serious business. Now let's see what we got here. And then the brother Charleston said, no honor among thieves. Stolen. Let's see what we got. And then Charleston said 34 years till I filed through only declared war by Congress was applied for disability. Okay. Then we have IC say I had to break it down to her. Then I asked her what veterans ever did her harm. Talking about the young lady in the taxi. That kind of shut her down. Yeah, because if you ain't never done, that sounds like jealousy, you know. Senator, you know, she don't know nothing about us. Be on code, family. Protect each other. Now, here's the question. Family, I need to know, did we answer the question tonight? What are the 4 T's or red flags that anti-veterans use to disrupt and undermine VA disability? The first one we say they tiptoe in, acting nice like they part of the family. Then they twist. That's the second T, meaning they change the message or pivot. Then the third one is they just start trolling. Might be light trolling or heavy trolling. And then once they call the task, they crash out. When you say how hypocritical their own life is, they crash out, or we call it tap out. That's the 4th T is tap out. Did we cover? Let me know if we answered the question, yes or no. Got out in the 80s, didn't file till 2023. Yes. Did we answer the question tonight, family? Y'all can keep talking about other things, but did we answer the question of this question tonight? What are the 4 T's or red flags that anti-veterans, people that attack us, use to disrupt and undermine our VA benefits? Did we answer the question? Let us know. Family, if this information has been informative, please smash that like button. Share this with others, veterans and their dependents, that this might benefit. then subscribe, okay? Now listen to what I should say. Betty say 2026, you answered the question much better than 2025. Yes, indeed. If we're not improving, we're not doing better, sister. So that's good. When we learn better, we do better. Now subscribe, family, to this information. And if we haven't won your subscription, we would like to. Now we're not going to cover VA law tonight. Unless you got something y'all want to say. And veteran news, we're going to keep it short tonight. But any veteran news, let's talk about it. Now let's see. Jay Oliver say, tell the trolls ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Oh boy, that's from the Temptations. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Now what? Come on, talk to us, family. We probably just gonna go. I'm gonna do it next time, but we're gonna go into the after party, family. Let's go ahead. We doing real good, and I appreciate it. I'm about to read. Here is the only news I'm gonna put out tonight. Our pay increase scale. There it is, right there. Now those that have a 10% rating get $180.42. And if you have a 100% rating, you get $3,938.58. Guess what? They said 90% rating of $2,362.30. Senator Tuberfield makes that more than that for lunch money. Did you hear what I said? He makes more than that for lunch money every month. That's cold game, ain't it? Now, go look at the scale. This is for 2026. Based on your percentage rate. Now, we're going to get into about the channel. And before we do that, I'm going to read our brother's comment. Chaplain Davis, so glad to have you back, my brother. He say, it was 40 years for me to file. I didn't know how or if National Guard or Reserve could file for disabilities. Only because the interest started, you could read it being so available. Yes. Now we got Teddy in here. Teddy says, peace, H-Town. Everybody show love to Teddy Bruce. Teddy Bruce. Brewskis, you know, but I say just short for Bruce. Teddy Bruce could say that, peace, H-Town. Have you ever covered the HUD VASH program? You know, that's what, you know, that's interesting. I've already behind the scenes. I haven't covered it yet. I think I talked about HUD once before, but they got some stuff for homeless and different people. That'll be an interesting topic. If you got some information on it, send it to our email channel. I'll pull it up in a second here. Everybody show how to say how to tell it. Then we got IC say, my company motto is, there's no better person to take care of a veteran other than other veterans. Yeah, somebody come to me about some information dealing with the HUD program, and we're going to be putting that out soon. Okay? Family, this has been amazing. That's why I want to do it where the information in the middle, I can clip it, and we can do that as a separate video and also have our live stream. So thank y'all for being patient with us. That's why I wasn't able to get to all your statements. I had to get through the information properly. Teddy says, hello, Betty. Nice to meet you. We have 25 likes and 15 watching. Thank you for doing that. Now, about our channel, family. And this goes on along with our rules. Our mission statement is to be informative, interactive, respectful, protective, transparent, and troll-free. And I hope we do a pretty good job of that. If y'all know ways we can improve, let us know. Our regular live streams are on Monday and Thursday at 6 p.m. Central Time, if you'd like to join us. And sometimes we have impromptu lives on Tuesday and maybe another different days, depending on if there's emergency information. And how to contact us. This be good for you, Brother Teddy, if you got something you want to give us about the HUD program. Our email's at the bottom, htownvetnorthside@gmail.com. And then our YouTube channel is htownvet northside. And this is our PayPal and Cash App information if you would like to donate. Now we're at the after party, family. It's all about you. It's all about you. Family, we got through. See how we got through an hour and 20 minutes. All about you. We want to hear from you, family, what you got to say. And so we're going to start there. We have Jay Oliver says, also on my Friday appointment, met a 20-something vet. He was walking by me. He tapped me on the shoulder as I limped by. How are you doing? Okay. I said, good. And we said together, benefits. Y'all mentioned benefits. Yes, indeed. We got to keep reaching out to the younger veterans. Some of you come in and y'all may not, because we kind of somewhat of an older crew, but you are welcome here. You're positioned and you are welcome here. We want to hear from you. We don't age discriminate here. Gerald say, hi, Teddy. And say, IC say, excellent. Teddy says, hi to everyone, and nice to meet you. Okay. Any questions, comment, or concerns about VA benefits, about the topic that we covered tonight, the 4 T's, let us know. Any questions, concerns, or if there's something that you're interested in, or you may want to make a statement about something that you saw. Let us know, family. And I got one last question of you. How is the weather where you are? Maybe let's say 2. Is it snowing, cold? Is it windy? Let us know. Raining. In particular, what is the temperature where you're located? Let us know. You can let us know the state. You can let us know the county. You can let us know the city. I see say, how are you, Teddy? Yes, indeed. We got to show love around here. Now, Betty says, I don't see younger veterans. I'm there at 7:30 a.m. and most likely they're at work. So Jalva says 70 degrees overcast, 70 overcast at Louisiana. Then it say, I see, say, how are you, Teddy? 25 degrees where I see at. Let us know, family. And then we got Teddy says, I'm doing well. I see yourself. And they're speaking. Teddy, welcome to the party. Yes, we all good here. We all fam here. Down home where they know you by name and they treat you like family. You understand? Betty Bob say, I'm always the youngest veteran. Okay. Great. She said she always the youngest veteran. Do your age keep going up or go down? Now let me see. I'm looking for the temperature. It is 60 degrees right now with a low of 50 tonight here in the Houston area, specifically Richmond, Texas. Betty, I concur. Okay. Now, family, let us know if you got any other concerns, questions, statements, anything that you learned about. I was really impacted. I really appreciate, I want to say something. You can say, Raider HQ, has been shouting out the channel. I saw Brother Charleston over there. So the way we're gonna do it is like this. I'm gonna explain y'all to. We usually don't bring up other YouTubers unless the host bring it up, or you bring up something that may happen, but you ain't got to name drop. Other things that we don't really want to do is I'm kind of telling you this, if in an informal manner. Just come up. Guess what? Somebody just passed away. Number one, we may not know the person. Number two, that's why I say email it to me. You don't know if I rock with that person or not. All right? And we don't want to say the wrong thing where it could lead to some kind of confusion. If you say something and if it's in disagreement, come on up and talk about it. Come on up on the live stream. Only person to see you is me. We do that for non-trolling issues, unless you want to come up on the camera and speak. Okay? If it's anybody that wants to speak or say something tonight, you're welcome. It's the after party. Who would like to come up? You'd have to be hooked up with the email. Teddy said it's cold and windy, 31 degrees in DC. Okay. Then J. Oliver says there is only two Teddy, Bridgewater and Pendergrass. I remember, I don't know. H-Town, I did email you about that YouTuber. Okay. All right. Yeah, but we want to thank VA Raider, Raider HQ. We want to thank you so much because he's been shouting out and they've been coming over here showing love. And if you were over there with him and you new to the channel, you come from Raider HQ, because he just have a certain spirit that I like and he supports. Look who's in the room. Speak. Oh Lord, I gotta be careful. I done talk this man up. Hold on. Now I ain't got nothing but bad to say about him. Now he in the face. I got, oh boy, I ain't never liked HQ Raider. HQ Raider didn't help me do nothing. Thank you, HQ. He back here. And I appreciate the way he handles and conducts his channel. If you don't know, HQ Raider is an actual raider. And he breaks things down in a way. And he say, thank you. I'm watching, but I'm lurking in the background. Okay. And we think, see, we got to support each other. We don't have to do the phony thing. We can do the real thing. Everybody show love to Raider HQ. That's Luna's daddy. Y'all don't know who Luna is? This man got some big, great names. No, you're not distracting me. We at the after party now. So, brother, you welcome. If you got something you want to say, we at the after party. We already finished the information. So we good. You always welcome here, bro. Now we at the after party. If you ain't got to be in no background, because you know when I'm on your channel, I ask more questions than a jealous woman. He says hi to all. Yeah, and we just want to respect your time. See, this is how you got to treat people. You got to treat people the way you want to be treated. Huh? Raider HQ. You understand? He putting the knowledge down. In the religious side of the game, you have evangelists. I'm out there speaking the brimstone and fire, bringing them in what it is. But when you need a teacher too. You need a pastor that's a teacher, and he teaching us this thing. Not trying to disrespect those that are not religious. I'm just trying to break it down. So everybody play their role. Huh? And Raider, you were some things you said was so interesting, and I just didn't know. Because I asked him a question about whether the M21 manual, does it ever conflict with the rating criteria? And he thought about it. He said, yeah, when it comes to mental health. Now, you made an interesting statement. You don't have to answer right now because you're in the background, but I got to say it. If you want to say something, you're welcome. You know what he said? You don't have to have total, but when it comes to mental health, you don't have to have total disability to get 100%. That blew my mind. That blew my mind, brother. He taught us something. Jal was saying hi to Raider. Toasty say hi to Raider. Please go over there and subscribe Find other people. This is important because he's trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. Okay? He's almost there if he hadn't made it yet. Let's do this. Get the word out. And they say, MG Smith say, MG Smith say, Raider HQ, salute. Teddy say, hello, Coasty, nice to meet you. Hello, Raider HQ. Please go over to that channel. Y'all know me. I don't just shout out anybody's channel. But guess what? If you want to understand this VA process from a Raider's perspective, I suggest you go over there and you tell other people. There's no reason he shouldn't be at 100,000 subscribers. And when you go over there, hit that like button. Listen to what Raider HQ says. Total occupational impairment is not required to get to the 100%. Did you hear that? I learned something new because the rating criteria is separate from the manual that they have that they go by at the regional office. That's that day-to-day manual. Now listen what Raider says. It used to be a requirement, but not anymore per the M21-1. Okay. I'm referring to mental health specifically. Yes. Now, I always ask. Now, if you open for questions, fam, just ask. If he able to answer them, if he feel like answering right now, because he might be busy with Luna and his other, he got two great things, I think. But any questions, fam, while we got the wonderful person here, if he's willing, he's able to answer right now. If he's not, we respect that. Any questions? This is a VA Raider. And you thinking you learn a little bit here, you go back to this channel, you're going to learn a whole lot more. Okay, Luna and Zoe. Who's the most disruptive, Luna or Zoe? If you in here, Chaplain Davis, you have any questions dealing with your claims, because VA Raider is real knowledgeable when it comes to the VA claims because he's a Raider himself. Any question? He say the most disruptive is Luna. Come on, family. I don't want y'all to stop talking. Y'all come in here. Y'all important. Y'all don't stop talking now. Speak. The whole family is good here. Cog in the machine. Come on, fam. Talk to us. Any questions, comments, or concerns, let us know. Anything, family? Let us know. Now, we are in a situation where we're trying to either get our benefits. He said, you free to ask questions. Any questions, family? We got a Raider in here. Anything going on with your claim? Do y'all plan on filing for special monthly compensation? Raider was in here before. He looked out for us. And we want to definitely make sure that if y'all got any questions, y'all help out. I do what I can to help over on his channel by asking certain questions that he know how to answer. Any questions, family, let us know. And like I say, he's almost at 10,000 subscribers, and he's been real reliable. I've been watching him for a good while, and the way he came over was over to our channel. Now, I want to ask you a question. Let me see here. Teddy, how did you find the channel? Let us know how you found the channel. And I guess I'm going to ask you, there's a question that you didn't get the answer that I asked you. Oh, Lord. What was the question that I asked over there when you was on the channel, Raider? Now listen to this here. We got our brother. They just needed time to type that type button. And Chaplain, we want to make sure, because he had been confused. This is Chaplain Davis. He was in artillery. He had been confused whether or not somebody in the at first, whether somebody in the reserves or in the National Guard can file for benefits. Does that? Let's see what his question is here. He say, is I most advantageous to is the most advantage to file back pain with range of motion measurement or by the individual diagnosis? Okay. Now let me ask you, do they actually compensate for back pain alone? See, that's a curious thing. That's a good question. We let you have that, Raider. He thinking about it. Now, oh boy, now y'all ask. They asking the question. So while y'all doing that, I'm gonna wait on y'all questions. But I'm gonna say this here. Oh, he come back. I'm gonna get to y'all statements. Oh, family, do you understand the blessing? And I'm honored to have my brother here. See, this is important. We ain't gotta try to outdo each other. All we gotta do is support each other, fam. Now listen what Raiders HQ says. Chaplain Davis, there is no advantage to filing your claim with the range of motion measurements because it's hard to validate them. The examiner will do it. Back pain is 10% minimum. Okay. Now let's go to the next one. Hope that answers your question. And we're going to answer them kind of as he does them so we don't get confused on the questions. IC says, I fall under the PACT Act. Drinking that good Camp Lejeune water, my teeth started falling out. Okay. How do you deal with that one? Now I'm going to J. Oliver says, at 100%, what SMC criteria is required to be able to meet housebound, but able to handle funds? Now, so we're going back to our brother here. We're going to go back over his question. We're just trying to keep it moving. I see, asked the question. I fall under the PACT Act. Drinking that good Camp Lejeune water, my teeth started to fall out. So Raiders response, you know, we got to give him a chance to make sure he respond. And Raider says, I see, dental can only be covered if your maxillary or MAND mandible bones are injured or damaged due to disease process with loss of bone. So it ain't just the teeth falling out, it's the bones. Oh, okay. All right. Now we got Chaplain Davis says, should I title my claim back pain or diagnosis like degenerative disc disease? That's a good one. While y'all do that, so you already answered IC's question. J. Oliver's still up there with his question. Okay. Now, let's see what Brother Charleston say. Okay, H-Town, you need another listing for special operator veteran working with CIA cause of Venezuela operation. Oh man, he putting me out there. You understand? No comment. Now listen what he said. Back to you have a chance to respond because y'all got to be patient. Give him time to answer the question. Chaplain Davis said, "Should I title my back pain or diagnosis, or should I title my claim back pain or the diagnosis like degenerative disease?" And our brother's response is, Chaplain Davis, title it back pain to meet criteria for element 1 to get an exam. Okay, thank you, brother. See, y'all think we dealing with competent people over here, fam. When we know better, we do better. See, we see things from the veteran perspective, but we need to see it. And our brother's a veteran too. He worked in the medical field and when he was a veteran in the military. We need somebody that sees from the Raider perspective also. Now, back to J. Oliver question. Our brother's answer. Well, chaplain say thanks. See, fam, we're going to keep this thing organized. because this blessing other people that's watching this live or recorded. That's why we're doing it at the after party. Yes, indeed. Let me see what he says. Then he answers Jay Oliver. So let me go back up to Brother Jay Oliver's question. Let me see. I got to find your question, Brother Jay Oliver, about the mental health. Jay Oliver says, at 100%, what SMC criteria is required to be able to meet housebound, but able to handle funds, meaning compensation funds? Let's see. He said, Brother Raider says this. Jay Oliver, you need a single disability at 100% and a separate combined 60% evaluation to meet the SMCS-2 statutory housebound. Come on now. Want to make sure we don't miss nothing here. And then Jay Oliver says, thank you, Raider. Yes, indeed. Better if I say thank you, Raider HQ. And then IC say, thank you, sir. We got 27 likes and 15 watching. I went on our brother live and he told people to come over to the channel. I got about 10 subscribers off that thing. Because I get them sporadically, but they popped in. Now he's going to get ready to answer Brother Teddy. Teddy says, Brewski said, I noticed if certain countries, I noticed that certain countries with the FMP can only get care for issues you're rated for. Now, I don't know what that means, but our rater gonna answer it. Now, then Raider HQ says to Brewski, Teddy Brewski, I have an opinion on this. So he letting you know if it's an opinion, because one thing about Raider, if he don't know, that's why I respect him. He's like myself on this. He don't know. He said, I don't know about that. But on this, he has an opinion. There are potential benefits for SMC beyond 100%, and also the potential to claim things you could pass from in the future. So if it's something that could cause you to, expire, you can pass from in the future. The FMP, I'm not sure about that. Okay. And Teddy said, thanks, Raider. Thanks, Raider HQ. Now, look at Brother Charleston says, thanks, Raider HQ, for the information, listing my claims for asbestos with my current VA treatment records. So if he have his current VA treatment records, and I don't know if you're service connected for it, do he need something in his medical records or his military records that show exposure if he's not service connected for it? Or can it be presumptive, Brother Raider? Let us know. Let us know, fam. Let us know now. And family, y'all have been, let me see to make sure. Make sure I didn't miss nobody, because I know I had to. And I appreciate y'all patience and being real specific. Oh, family, we're doing this thing. So, family, I really appreciate y'all. Yes, indeed. Now, family, one of the biggest things that I'm concerned about is whether or not they're going to change the M21-1 manual. Do you think that they're going to change that? Oh, let me see. Now he says, Teddy, FMP would be more of a Veteran Health Administration thing. Okay. Now to Brother Charleston. Now, remember what Brother Charleston questioned, and y'all got to give him, time. We got to give y'all time to ask the question and him time to answer. So I appreciate y'all patience. So we have Brother Charleston here says, thanks, Raider HQ, for information, listing my claim for asbestos with my current VA treatment. Okay. So Raider HQ says, Charleston Zimmerman, asbestos has its own section in the manual on claiming it. It will behave like terror, though. So like a terror claim. You can explicitly claim asbestos and list the job duties or locations you were exposed. Now, I want to know, Brother Charleston, were you on a certain ship or were you on dock duty? Do you know the name of the ships that you were exposed and what areas of the ship were you exposed? Let us know, fam. Let us know. Come on now. We doing this thing. Let us know. Come on, family. Tell us. Now listen, he goes on to say, he getting deeper with it for you there, Brother Charleston. He say, Charleston, you will need a condition to be diagnosed that could be potentially caused by asbestos. So you need to find out what conditions are caused by asbestos. I'm assuming, would this be one of them? Emphysema, would that be one? Asthma, would that be another one? Now you say caused by asbestos, like asbestos diagnosis. It will be up to the doctor to make the link, though. Okay. Family, we doing this thing. Charlton say, Raider HQ had my CMP exam and was found my ship and in my medical records. Was found my ship, I guess it was in his ship and his medical record. I mean, y'all doing this thing. Now, Raider says being on a ship should be good enough to concede asbestos exposure. So long as you remember which ship and when, you know the dates. Put them dates down, brother. That sounds like good information now. Anybody up any other questions? Because we ain't gonna hold them long. As long as y'all got a few more questions, come on. Because I appreciate my brother for doing it. Thank you. And we have to build a veteran community, not just among our channel members, but with other veteran channels. Now, Raider HQ says the exposure itself will count as element 2. The diagnosis will count as element 1. The doctor will determine they are linked, and that will be element 3. Now, when you break it down into elements, tell me what you mean by the elements. Or factors? What's another term you would use? Y'all use element. Give us an idea what that means, if you don't mind, if you can articulate that. We'll appreciate it. Family, come on, family. We did this thing. We covered the information. We got out in the night. We did that thing. Yes. You want me to send you a link, brother? Send me an email to oh yes, most definitely, Raider. Most definitely. Oh, I can. Fam, we got our brother about to come up. Let me send you a link on this thing. And family, we honored to have our brother willing to come up and talk on the mic. Look, I'm sitting back in the cut. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be no fanboy, but I'm like, palms up, baby. Yes, indeed. I don't have your email. Can you email me at let me email me, Raider, at I'm gonna show you. Let me pull my email up. See, fam, this is how it work out. This is what it's all about. Helping veterans. Now, let me find the okay, so there you go. Right there at the bottom, Raider HQ, H-Town Vet Northside at gmail.com. That is our email right there. And I'll send you the link back for Zoom. And all you gotta do is click on it and you're gonna be in the queue. And you know, all you have to do is keep your camera off if you don't want to be seen. That's no problem at all. No problem at all. Just come on up there. And I check and make sure first. So, man, yeah, you send that to H-Town and let me know when you sent that, because that would be good. Now, listen to what our brother says here. Brother Charlton say, H-Town, I am in discovery phase, January, February, VA test. Okay. Now listen what Benny says. And hopefully when my brother send up, I'm gonna check to see when he emailed me. Benny says, can a peacetime veteran? Oh God, dog. Hold on, we're gonna let you answer. Man, this is awesome. Thank you for taking time out your schedule, bro. Let me make sure that I got this background music off, and I'm about to send this to you, brother. Let me see. Media. Turn the music off. And y'all give me, man, we thank God for our brother coming in here. Let's see. Let me pull up the email, fam. I'm going to send them the link. And we're about from Orange County. Here we go. Fam, y'all think we're playing with this thing? That's just been sent to you, brother. So we'll be happy to see you. No problem. No problem at all. Boy, this is the day. This is the day.